Welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to tell you how you can be successful doing intraday trading, right? Because not many people are successful doing trading, and there are variety of reasons for which they are not successful. And I'm just going to share with you what you should avoid and what you should do in order to become a successful trader. All right. So let me quickly share my screen and I'll show you one by one. So the most important quality a trader should have is emotional stability. You should always have a balanced state of mind. And what it means is you should not have fear, you should not have greed, you should not have hope, and you should not have anger. Okay? If you have all these if you have all these four things in place, then you will be a successful trader. Okay? So as everyone says in trading, only 10% is the technique. Rest 90% is your mindset, how you think about the money and how you think about the loss and the profit. Okay. So what usually happens is if you see a profit of 10 rupees, let's say you bought at 100 rupees and suddenly the price went up to 110 rupees, that means you are at a profit of 10 rupees, right? So instead of booking 10 rupees profit, you will think that the price will go up and you will not book the profit and you will wait for the profit to increase. Let us say the profit increased to 20 rupees. Now it is at 120 rupees. Still, you will not book the profit. You will feel that okay, the price may move even bit more, right? And that's how you will keep waiting for the price to increase and increase, driven by your greed. And all of a sudden, the price will come down and you will be in losses. So you were getting some profit on at one point of time, but because of your greed you were not able to book your profit and you went into sudden losses. That is greed. Similarly, it happens with fear. So suppose you bought at 100 and for some reason your analysis went wrong, or even if your analysis was right, the market is unpredictable, you never know what will happen, and market made a sudden U-turn and it did not go as per your expectations. So now the stock is at 90 rupees. Okay. So you are at 10 rupees of loss. So instead of booking your loss and taking 90 rupees in your account, you will hope that the price will go up in future, right? And with that particular mindset, you will wait. So from 90 rupees, it may come down to 80 rupees. Even then, you will not book your loss and you will have even more hope and you will be even more fearful. Okay. And that's how the price starts coming down and down and you fail to book your losses. And when you fail to book your loss, your capital is wiped out. And that is how most of the traders they blow their capital in stock world, and that is how some of the people just blame the market for all of their losses. It's not the problem of the market, it's the problem of your mindset. Okay. So never have greed, never have fear, never have hope, and never have anger. So how anger comes? Suppose it went down from 100 to 50 rupees. Now you will be angry towards the stock market and you will feel that okay, I am not going to close even if it is at 50 rupees of loss. You will take it at your ego. Okay. And eventually it will come down to zero. Your entire capital is wiped out and you will be so much pissed off at the stock market that what you will do, you will say that okay, let me put my money again into this my trading account and let me take another trade, and in this another trade I am going to take all my money back. I am going to recover all my losses, and with that mind you will put fresh money in your account. You will enter into second trade, and that second trade again you will have some losses because you are not going with a balanced state of mind. You are going with a state of anger and revenge. So market has its own way to correct people. Okay. It is very smart and you can never beat market. All right. So I suggest you that don't have any of these emotional states of mind whenever you go for a trade. Just become like a robot. Okay. Become like a machine. You should have a proper process in place when you enter a trade. You should have clarity in your mind when you have to enter, when you have to exit. All right. So let me talk about the other aspects which you should take care of apart from emotional stability. Now the second point I want to talk is the plan. So you should always have a plan when you are entering a trade. When you have to book your profit, you should know it beforehand before you enter the trade. When you have to book your loss, that also you should know. Okay, so if you bought at 100 and it went to 80 rupees, and if you have decided that 20% is the maximum loss you can take, when it comes to 80 rupees, do not have hope, do not have anger, do not have frustration, do not have any kind of emotions. Simply come out of it. If you protect your capital, you will stay in the game. Just like in cricket, if you protect your wicket, you can play long innings. But if you are out, then you cannot play at all, right? So just you have to protect your capital. Today, if you are at down by 20%, right? Maybe tomorrow you will have some profits also. So the key is to stay in the game and not blow your capital. So you should always have a profit target in your mind, a loss target in your mind, and stick to it. Do not deviate. Do not change your profit. Do not change your loss when the price reaches that point. Okay. If you have decided that you will take 10 rupees profit and come out, and you have already made 10 rupees profit, do not think that the price will go even further. Just book your profit and come out of the trade. The third point is trade selection. So you should have a clarity in your mind what kind of trade you are going to take. Okay, it is not a random process. It is a very scientific and a very process-driven method which you have to follow. What is the trade that I need to take? Okay, you should know this beforehand when you enter into any trade, and how much capital you want to deploy. That is also something you should be very clear. You should not deploy all your capital in one go in one trade. That is one more lesson that I want to give you. So when you are starting small, you can put all your money into it in one trade. For example, you are starting with 20,000 or 30,000, and definitely you cannot go less than that. So you can put all your money in one trade, but when your capital grows big, when it becomes huge, then do a proper portfolio sizing. So I'll explain what is the portfolio sizing in a short while. Okay. So portfolio sizing basically means that whatever capital you have, you should allocate only 10% of that for doing options and 90% for buying equities, for buying shares, simple shares for long-term wealth. Now, this particular rule does not apply when you are just starting out in the market with a small sum of money. If you are starting out with a small sum of money, obviously you cannot allocate this much. To do an option trade, you at least need 20, 30, 40,000 of rupees in your account to be able to do an option trade. This rule applies when your account becomes huge, when your wealth becomes huge, right? That's when you should take care of this. Okay. Next is speed. So in intraday trade, speed is everything. After mindset, trade selection, plan, portfolio sizing, speed is extremely important because the price movement happens quickly in some of the stocks. Okay, market is sometimes very volatile, sometimes it is not that volatile. So you have to be very quick into entering a trade and exiting a trade. If you take a lot of time, you may miss the right price. You wanted to buy at 15 rupees, but because of your slow speed, the price went up to 18 rupees when you went to buy. Okay, now that is not the right time to buy because the price has already moved up. So what it means, you have to be very quick. Similarly, when you want to exit and you want to exit at 22 rupees, you have to immediately exit. If you take some time, the price may come down from 22 to 20 rupees. Okay, so speed is very important, and for that you need to have a lot of practice. A lot of practice. Initially, when you are starting out, do not do practice with the real money. Just do practice using paper trade. Just write your trades in a paper. Imagine you are taking a real trade, but without any money. Okay, and write your trades in a paper. The entry time, the price, what you're paying. Okay, and what time you are going to close, and then see whether you were able to take profit or you were into losses. You know, paper profit and paper losses. So this will ensure that your speed comes up to the point to do a intraday trade when you start doing paper trading initially. Okay. And after that, there is one thing which I want to say, that consistency. So consistency is everything in intraday trade. People go for big profits, right? But they are not consistent. They will make huge profit one day, but they will lose all that profit the next day. And that is how they keep themselves entertained. So you are not in the stock market for entertainment. You are here to grow your wealth. Okay. At the end of the month, if your wealth has not increased, that means you have simply wasted your time. Okay. It doesn't matter on in a particular day you earn 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 10 lakhs, whatever. But at the end of the month, if your wealth remains the same or it has come down, you have simply wasted your time. Don't waste your time. Focus on being a consistent trader, not a high profitable trader. Okay. And for that, you need to ensure that you take only quality trades and very limited quality trades. I suggest you take just one trade per day. One trade per day, take your profit and come out. If you go for more trades, if you go for more profit, definitely you will lose. Okay? Because what happens is, in morning you will make profit, and in afternoon you will lose that profit. Okay? So your whole objective is to grow your wealth. Okay? That is why you are learning trading. And for that, it is important just do limited quality trades. The next point is, you have to take trading as it is the sole income source for your house. You have to take it as it runs your house, right? You need it to feed your family, to pay your rent, to pay your bills. When you go into the trading with this particular mindset, you will always be cautious. You will not do those silly mistakes which many people do. If you take trading as a way to earn some side income, just to spend on luxuries, to buy a new phone or something like that, then you will never be able to come as a consistent successful trader. Let me tell you that. Okay. So you have to assume that it runs your house. You have to continuously analyze your trades. What went wrong? What went right? How I can improve it? Okay. How much should I trade? How much should my capital be? And all that, you have to continuously do analysis of the market. Okay. You have to read so many charts every day. You have to analyze your trades. So it is not just that once you learn the trading and after that it is done for life. It is a lifelong process. So the more you learn, the more you will grow. Okay. And God is also saying that you have to not just analyze your trades, but also you have to increase your understanding of the stock market also overall. Okay. So this is what I wanted to cover in this video, which is really very important for any trader to know if the trader is serious to make a consistent money from the market. If you are here just for the fun, then these things may not apply to you. Okay. But then in the process, you will burn a lot of money, you will have a lot of heartburn, and then you will curse the market like most people do. Okay. Because not everyone follows this process. Okay. So it is extremely important you follow this, and I'm sure if you follow this, then you will come out to be a successful trader, and you will no more just be a ordinary trader. All right. So this is what I wanted to cover. Let me move on to the next video.